Hello, this is your teacher Anis from the Dolphin platform, and this is the second lesson of the 13th unit. What's the weather like? What do you do? What are you going to be in the future? Hmm, are you going to be a doctor, a scientist, a teacher? Tell me later on the live session. And for today's lesson, we are going to have grammar. We are going to see the use of the future with will and apply informations questions. So, are you ready to learn about the far future with dolphin? Let's get started. Open your book, page 116. We said in the previous lessons that we have two types of the future, the near future and the far future. For the near future, we use be plus going to plus the verb. For the far future, we said that we use will plus the verb, and this is what we are going to see in that lesson. We use will to talk about something that you think will or will not happen in the future. So it's either you predict that something will happen in the future. So we use it for far future plans. For example, there is something that you are going to do in the summer or next week or next year or in 2 years, etc. Here you are going to use will. With all the personal pronouns, will, it's the same. Will plus the verb. For example, I will travel. He will speak. You will study, etc. This is for the affirmative form. For the negative form, we use will plus not or won't. For example, she won't travel to Paris or he won't sleep early. This is for the affirmative and the negative form, and these are kind of examples of the use of will in English. You can just pause the video and take a look to them. However, for making a question using will, we always start by will plus the pronoun or the subject plus the verb plus the composition. For example, in the affirmative form, we say, they will fish tomorrow. For the question, we say, will they fish tomorrow? And for the answer, of course, it's a short answer by yes or no. Yes, they will, or no, they will not. This is about the use of will with the yes or no questions. However, we can also use the information questions to ask about the future using will. For example, what will you do in the summer, or where will you go, or how will you go, etc. I will go to Abaha, I will visit Mecca, etc. These are a sample of the use of the information questions with will and asking about the future. You can just pause the video and take a look to them. And now let's have some joy with Dolphin. You can just join me on the live session in which we are going to have joyful activities and games to practice about the use of will in the future. And now let's have some practice. I want you to ask some questions and answer them about the following capitals about tomorrow's weathers. So make a sample like that. When it comes to Riyadh, it will be very warm and partly cloudy. The temperature will be 27 degrees. For Abu Dhabi, it will be hot and sunny. The temperature will be 30 degrees. And for practice, I want you to make some questions about your future plans using will. And as well as everything is clear so far, let's have some practice with Dolphin. You will find the worksheet under this video and on your book, page 242. Take your time answering each question by your own and go back to the video looking at the answers. And here are the answers. You can just pause the video to each answer and see if you did well. Did you answer them correctly? Did you find some obstacles? Let's have a fruitful discussion on the live session. See you!